Chill us with EKSE, Monday to Friday, we keep on learning every day. We keep it real, Monday to Thursdays, entertainment Fridays. Just so you know, it's 5 p.m. we're going live now. Just so you know, till 6, don't touch the dial, go. Just so you know, it's 5 p.m. we're going live now. Just so you know, till 6, don't touch the dial, go. Youth block of the year, catch us everywhere. Hashtag line EKSE, Sophia this year. Youth block of the year, catch us everywhere. Hashtag line EKSE, Sophia this year.
It's about that time, EKSE. You tune into the best show right here, channel 263 with your girl Kezia Lachandi. Listen, man, it is another thoughtful Thursday right here in the studio, and we are in the second last month of the year, so we are grooving through to the weekend right here in the studio with a lovely look down on what we have today. We have relationships and hookups. Are you in a relationship? Are you on a dating site? Do you have a love language? Do you have a love language rather to your dating, as well as we're chatting with the Tears organization, and we're talking to Acknowledge the Rescue. I think I might get that wrong, but we'll catch up with them later. But for now, let's head over to the Buddha as well as Princess of Presenting.
Yes. The Princess of Presenting is in the building, and I'm not alone. I'm with Mr. Presenter.
Wow.
I was going to say Mr. Weekender, but apparently,
you have to change.
Every 2 seconds or even monthly, the things are changing. So apparently now it's people Mr. Presenter. It's appropriate though, because you are a good presenter.
If I think we need a compliment, then I'm done. I'm successful.
Yes, ladies and gents. Yeah. Bunny?
Autograph.
Let's get into the conversation. Ladies and gents, as you know, today we're talking all things that have to do with relationships. As you know, people prefer different things. Like for some people, they prefer long-term relationships, marriage, etc., while others prefer flings, friends with benefits. And today we're going to be diving into the conversation of why some things seem to be trending more than the other. Right now, though, make sure you guys are heading over to our social media platforms. It is EKSE Live on Twitter, on Instagram, as well as on Facebook. K-Town TV on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook.
Everyone. But right now, I think it's time for us to actually get straight into it. We do have a guest at Ezimbini, Guneyo Nozuki, who are here to actually talk to us about the topic that we're talking about. And I must say, before we get to asking the burning questions, let's ask about the hookup culture, what it means to you guys.
To be honest, the hookup culture means nothing to me, because it's not something that I've wanted to experience per se, because I have tried to get myself into it, because as someone that is in my generation, you think that for you to know who you are and stuff like that, that's one of the steps that you have to incorporate in your journey. So
for someone who's watching out there who's relatively doesn't know what a hookup is, how would you define what is a hookup?
Well, from what I know, just growing up, going to parties, a lot of people have the expectation in their minds, especially in our generation now.
Yes.
The one thing you look forward to at the end of the night is that hookup, with your crush or whatever. And I feel like it's such a strong culture that, that's the main focus. Everyone just goes out for that hookup.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be contradicting myself, hearing what he's saying. I'm about to say, because I do agree with him at some instance, because yes, at the end of the party, this is gonna happen and stuff like that. But then that's at least a mutual agreement that, okay, I'm gonna leave with you. Stuff like that. But then for me, a hookup is okay, I call you over to my place, why can't we just chill together normal people and get to know each other? Why do you have to jump straight into everything? And that's why, and for me, that's what a hookup is. It's pointless.
So we're saying hookups are essentially something all sexual, whereas relationships are more emotions and sexual. Is that what we're defining it as?
I think, that's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm saying.
Is that the definition right now? Okay, cool.
Point blank, relationships are peace if you don't.
I can say something else different too, because hookups can be very peaceful more than relationships. But okay, I wanna then
really?
when it they are. But now.
Why do you say that?
No, I was asking you a question. Let's carry on.
No, but like, I actually want to know why you're saying that.
No,
because like you can't say something you're not like.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because you'd find when it comes to hookups, there's nothing much. There's just, hey, what are you doing? I'm doing this, and we meet whenever we meet. There's no really follow-ups, maybe phone calls, 3-hour phone calls. But you do go on dates, obviously. But there's certain stuff that you do in a relationship that if it's a hookup, you feel a bit free because you're not really entitled to be as committed as you want to be. You understand? So that's why I'm saying that. So moving on, yes, to my question, because I want to ask, when it comes to, you see how relationships are being portrayed on social media.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think about where it's made that, okay, this is how relationships should be? Because it's become a trend now that, okay, for us to be in dating, we have to take snaps, we have to go on dates and show that, okay, this is what we are doing. So what do you guys actually think about that?
Social media is not real. And like, if you're gonna show your relationship on social media, like, okay, let me say like, if I'm gonna be affected by a relationship on social media, then I don't wanna say that I'm dumb, but like, everyone like has like their certain views on like relationships, and like, I can almost promise you none of those relationships are like 100% healthy and happy. Like, everything that's beautiful has like darkness to it.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, like how you view it and how you guys love each other, the only thing that's unconditional at the end of the day is your mom's love.
That's so sweet and so true. Listen, we're going to come back and dive into this conversation. We're still going to continue speaking to Uzuki as well as Unewa.
Welcome back, Bafethu Nesabugolo EKSE live here on DSTV channel 263. I must say, in EKSE, there's a lot happening.
Washa?
We do even have Ononjanana in studio.
Oh, Bani.
Kaloku a dog unonjanana what time Milo. Oh yeah, Milo, but yes,
What were you calling him earlier?
Unonjanana.
He was saying Uspoti is in the studio. But that's a common name for dogs, especially in our town.
Uti Tiger, Sport, Rex. Those are the common names we have at EKSE. But yes, we are continuing in Ngogoye to where we are talking about a hookup culture. And we
Yes.
still have Uzuki Noneo on studio.
Yes.
And the conversation is still carrying on. So I hope everyone at home is hashtagging on their phones right now and telling us his thoughts with social media platforms on what do they think and have you experienced it? Thoughts about it? Do you like it? You don't? But I think before I get to do that, your hookup experience.
What do you mean by
do you have any hookup experience and what do you think about it?
I could not tell you about any hookup experience. One, I'm currently in a relationship. So as far for a year now, so that's all I can remember. I don't even remember what was happening before that. So that's as far as my, imagine your partner out here in the streets telling them about what they did before you. I'd have to fight you.
That's very normal.
It's not normal. I can't speak about mine, but you guys can definitely tell me about yours. Please talk to us about your guys' hookup culture you have.
How does that work?
What do you mean? You don't know how it works?
No, like how are we gonna tell you about our hookup experiences?
Like,
but
did
you
you
don't wanna tell us
enjoy
about your
it?
experiences?
No, did you enjoy it? Did you feel like, it's a place you wanted to be in? I know we talked earlier and you said that eventually you want to be in a long-term relationship. That's the goal.
Yes,
But for
yes,
now,
yes.
are you still like, vibing out in the hookup
I'm
stage?
still finding the one now.
Washa?
The one.
Yes.
So, wait, so are you in the hookup phase because you feel like you haven't found the one?
I'm in the hookup phase because I've experienced trying to have the one, thought she was the one, but things didn't work out. So I guess I'm still finding my own feet because I've done a lot of research, and apparently for the stuff to work, you need to know yourself first.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I'm still on that journey, but I think it's going well.
Okay, for you, Nayo, I want to ask a question is, do you have any dating app? And would you advise Abantu to actually have dating apps?
I did have,
Oh, you
yeah.
Which one? Do you have Tinder?
No, not anymore. Like,
Did you have Tinder?
listen, I had them all. Like, I did have like dating apps and stuff like that, but then like, they're boring. Like, like when it's a struggle, man, when you're gorgeous. Like,
Struggle when you're gorgeous.
it's a
Most
struggle.
wanted.
Like,
Everyone is swiping right to you.
listen.
Yeah.
but I must say, because it's different with Itlashe School now, I would say that we don't really have only dating apps for dating. Facebook has turned into a dating app, and even the ESCOM load shedding thingy has turned into. I saw people actually where ESCOM say push, where people actually now start hooking up on the app. So it's actually happening everywhere. So we don't really need maybe apps for those. We have Instagram. We have people that like, when people like it 5 times.
I see that. The moment you like one picture back, the person is in your DM.
Like, hi, how you doing?
Like, I'm good, but like, what's up? Like, we don't do hookups here. Just like keep it moving.
What do you guys think about social media and meeting your partners on social media? Because social media is such a big app right now. Not app specifically, but social media is huge, and you can meet like genuine, amazing people online. So how do you guys feel about maybe meeting your future partners online? I can say this, I met my partner online.
How did you take what?
You guys wanted to know about my experiences. I'm telling you, I met my boyfriend online, and I think it's been good.
I think you can meet someone online, and I think like you guys can pursue something that's like deep and meaningful. But then like it becomes difficult, like if you guys are talking, and then like when you have to meet the person, and like your personalities they don't align, and then you start wondering like, where did I go wrong? Like, did I miss one signal? Like.
But I want to ask now, because when it comes to Glondo, you'd find when we get to chat with Abantu over social media, we tend to build or have expectations that, okay, this person should have this, okay, the way they talk. And so with what you are saying, you'd find that we get to a stage where we're like, it's not what I saw on social media. But you did say that social media is not a real place.
It's not a real place at all. But like, I have met someone there, and like most of the people that I've met from social media are amazing, and like I'm not disputing the fact that you can like find something that's meaningful, but then like,
and then what do you think?
Go with
I think it's
caution.
the thing about the one.
That's where the danger is in
social
social
media.
media, because I feel like what he said, it's not a real place. Everyone shows their most happiest moments. Everyone shows where they're looking 10 out of 10. And then you get to know them for who they are, and then you realize, hey, points are dropping, now you're a 6, now you're a 4. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
It's a gamble. You'll find the right one, maybe you won't find the right one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it really is a gamble. And I love how they're saying, Kalagui 10, then you're a 6, then you're a 4. She's probably thinking the same thing about you, Kesana. Let me tell you something real quick. Every time people meet, it's like, oh, we think this expectation, and then this and this and that. But what I did say before we came on is that I think people like hookup cultures because sometimes, right now, this generation is not into commitment. It just takes way too much work to make a relationship work. You need to address your traumas. You need to address your bad habits. You need to talk to yourself inside. And people are just not willing to do that. So, but
You know what? Do you know what hurts more? Like
What?
going for a hookup, coming that night, and like regretting everything.
Yeah.
But that's not even like number one. Like it's guys, going out to someone. The trauma. For someone only to have them like ghost you like
I'm
2
so
hours
sorry, we have to
later.
cut you. We have to go see what's happening in the streets. Thank you guys so much for joining us in this conversation.